everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for joining me. Apologies for very poor camera angle, lighting quality and such. I've literally just got in from work and I've not even thought about this video because, well, I have thought about it, that's the problem, because I have tried twice. Look at this hair. I've tried twice. Oh, I love the smell of my hair when it's been in a bubble all day. And I use Dove conditioner. I think it smells dead nice. I've tried to film the 10 Yarny Things video twice. I've written out 10 things twice and I just can't do it. I either say really boring things or I get too into it. So I'm just going for it. So if it's really long or really short or really boring, or I'm sort of going, I'm really sorry. But I really wanted to do it because I think it's fun. But for some reason, sorry, that boiler noise doesn't sound great, does it? Sorry, I'm faffing. Yeah, just for some reason, I don't have the ability to just speak. So, also I've got plaster on my finger and I'm like, I can't bend my finger so it doesn't feel right. It really hurt. Today I was folding a coat and I like ran my hand down it and somehow cut my finger on the zip, and it's so small but so deep and so sore. Paper cuts and little cuts like that are just the worst pain in the world because they're right on the under your finger. They're not the worst pain in the world, but you know what I mean. So excuse all the mess behind me. Oh, it's on the table there, you can't really see it. Oh, I bought Kirk this. Ooh, nearly fell over. It's the classic PlayStation. It was reduced to clear at £24.50 at Tesco, but they had all gone. So but it's got like all the old games already like loaded on it, so he shall enjoy playing that, no doubt. Again, now got some mini eggs as well for in a bit, didn't I? Family pack, Ruthie pack. So I'm going to do 10 non-yarny things. I have done it twice, so I have sort of thought about things, but I'm also filming this like off the cuff. Literally just changed my worktop and pulled my hair out on camera. So number one. Apparently I have a cough. Hector's running around on the floor and Hugo is upstairs. I've separated them because we are doing feeding time at the zoo. Number one, I am a massive bargain shopper. Like, unless I like things that are £1 and unless I have a discount or a coupon, I really struggle to, or if things are like on offer, I really struggle to buy things that are, sorry, Kirk just texted me. I really struggle to buy things that are full price because I love going to charity shops and I'm trying to like cover that light. I love going to B&M and the pound shop, and I'm a bargain shopper. Like, let me show you. I use these note strips on Kirk all the time, and normally well, it says that these were £4.40 for that brand. Normally, see, I'm waffling already, I just get the pound shop ones, which aren't great. These are really good. They were 44p. This is a scalp exfoliator, 22 pence. I love a bargain. These things I would not have bought. I do buy these otherwise, but you know, I am a bargain shopper. Number two, I'm not a people person, as many of us don't appear to be. I think there are a lot of bad people in the world. I think there are a lot of good people in the world that don't do very nice things. And even on a slightly less serious note, people just annoy me. I think some people just can't think for themselves, and some people just, you know, are oblivious to the rest of the world, and it really bugs me. So, you know, I just want, like, I think some people don't use Google enough. You don't have to ask the whole world on Like, you know when people put on Facebook, can anyone recommend a shop to buy, I don't know, I feel like hairdressers and nail salons, you're asking for recommendations because you want a good hairdresser rather than just a hairdresser. But when it's like, can anyone recommend where I can get a black bag? Just Google it. You don't have to ask people. Just do it yourself. And that really annoys me. A lot of things annoy me. I'm in an annoyed mood today. I also don't like one-upmanship. Specifically, so I understand that Kirk always says if you know, if you've been to Tenerife, they've been to 11 meaning, you know, I went on a 3-week all-inclusive holiday. Well, I went on a 6-week no expenses spared holiday. Like, they always have to be better. But what really grates me is if I say, oh, I've got a cold, oh, well, I've got the flu, or, you know, they have to be worse off. That, I think that's worse, because I think, this is still number 2, but I think we're in a bit of a society where people need sympathy all the time, and it really bugs me. Like, it's okay that you've got a cold. It's really, I know, there's a lot going around. I'm really sorry. You are going to be okay. We don't need to dab your head with a damp cloth. And I do think people just like feed on sympathy, and it drives me mad when people that really might need the sympathy don't particularly want it and try and stay quiet and out of the way, and people that do need the sympathy, actually nothing's wrong with them and they're fine. So people, not a great fan. So I'm a bargain shopper and I don't like people. Number 3, I never actually wanted either of the dogs. So let me explain. So Hector, Kirk twisted my arm with him. I was dead set against getting another dog because it has been hard work, and I knew it would be hard work. I don't know if I realised how much of a pest he would be. But I never really wanted a second dog, but you know, I can't be in charge of everything, and I just couldn't resist once I saw him. But Hugo, I never wanted him. He was a surprise. He was a risky surprise. So in the August, we'd lost our dog Willow. Flash was our old dog. We'd lost our dog Willow. We'd had to have her put to sleep. She was really poorly. We had to go to the emergency vets, and it was very traumatic. But that left me lonely. I shared Willow with my mum. She'd stay at my house and stay at my mum's house, because it was as I left home. I left home in the March. Willow died in the end of August. Hugo was born in the September. You know, we didn't know that was a thing. And he was my Christmas present, which is really risky. Really risky. Don't buy a puppy for Christmas. Excuse me. But Kirk did. So I never actually wanted any of the dogs. I was persuaded that I wanted Hector, and I'm really glad that I've got both of them. I love them so much. They are my little babies, as you all know, but I never actually wanted any of the dogs. Number 4. I'm trying to think what I did write down for some of these. Number 4, I like to think that I'm quite a good cocktail maker. I have all the little doohickeys. I've got a measuring cup. I've got like the shaker and stuff. I did a cocktail class with my friend for her my friend and her family for a hen do, and since then I've just been really interested in like learning, I suppose it's called mixology. Like, I don't just want to get hammered, but you know, like learning how to make different cocktails and what's good together and what's bad together, and I'm really into it, and I like to think I'm quite good at it, whether I am or not. People drink it and say it's nice, so whether they just want to get hammered, I don't know. What am I on? Bargain shopper, didn't want the dogs, hate people, make cocktails. 4. Number 5, I hate mint. I absolutely detest it. I gag when I brush my teeth. I can't chew chewing gum, I don't eat mints. I hate it when other people offer me a mint. I'm like, oh, it's like offering me a piece of dog poo. I do use mouthwash, but usually like Corsadil that just burns your mouth so you can't taste the mint. I absolutely hate it. It makes me gag. I don't know why. I get over it and brush my teeth with it, but I really hate mint. Number 6. Number 6. See, this is why I should have thought it through, but it just wasn't going well. Number 6. I currently am struggling with who I am. I know it sounds really weird, but when, you know, you see, I don't think people really say it, but you know, like you see things online, like quotes like, you should love yourself and be who you want to be and just be yourself. I don't know who that is. And I'm sort of, I don't know if I'm struggling with it. I think it's, I don't know. Everyone's got their own things going off in the background, and I think part of that for me is I'm struggling with who I am and what I like and what I am, who I am as a person at the minute. And I find it really weird because I do tend to be a bit of a people pleaser. I am very strong-willed, and I will like stick up for myself and stick up for the people if I think something really terrible is happening or I really believe in something. But you know, for like everyday run-of-the-mill stuff, like, where should we go to? I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to pick. And it's really weird because I just want like everyone else to be happy, and I want to please the crowd, and I don't want any attention on me. I don't want to be anyone's focus. I don't want anyone to look at me. And yeah, I think I've said before, I don't know if I said it, or I really struggle to dance to the beat of my own drum. When I'm at home, I'm really happy. When I'm with Kirk, I'm really happy. Really, people that are really close to me, I do tend to be really happy. But in larger circles, or like my birthday's coming up, I can't decide what to do for my birthday because I'm like, I don't mind, anyone else pick. Like, no, it's your birthday. I'm like, I don't know, I don't care. Yeah, and it's something I really struggle with, and it does bother me. I don't know how to go on. I think the water pressure needs sorting or something. No, I don't know. It's on eco mode. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. This is the boiler, by the way. This cupboard door shuts and there's a cupboard door there that opens and the boiler's in there. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't know if I need to go on. I don't know if it's because I'm like turning 30 in a couple of years, and so I'm like, oh, I'm a grown up now, because I don't feel like a grown up. I feel like maybe I need to go on some sort of self-discovery thing. I don't know. But yes, that's something I struggle with, and I find it really weird because no one, I've never heard anyone say that. I feel like people are so sure, and I might be wrong, I probably am wrong, but even with like things that they like some people are really into Disney or Star Wars or Harry Potter, and that's part of their identity, and I really like Disney and I don't like Star Wars or Harry Potter, but I don't like, Disney used to be part of who I am and it's not so much now. And so I know it sounds really silly, but just like little things like that, like I used to be massively into pink and glitter and lip gloss and pretty shoes and handbags, and I'm like, oh, and it's not like, nothing has replaced those things. I just sort of like flail around, sort of not knowing what to do, and I don't know what number I'm on now. Number 7, if I've missed one, I'm sorry. Number 7. I like squeezing spots, plucking hairs, watching spot bursting videos and blackhead removals and all disgusting things. Earwax removal, I love it. It doesn't ever make me feel sick. Nothing. I can do poo, I can do vom, I can do blood, I can do pus. I like all the revolting things. And number 8 to go with that, I suppose, is I really like crime dramas and documentaries and YouTube videos about true crime and serial killers and cults. and like Ella, polygamy, oddly, and really gruesome, like Jack the Ripper, gruesome take. I love it. And you know, I do look up these things, and there are graphic pictures and they don't bother me, they fascinate me. I find it really interesting. I think it's like the psychology behind why the person did it more than anything else. I don't like enjoy, I'm not like, ooh, not seen a picture of a blooded wound for a while, must Google it. But but I really enjoy things like that. I find it really fascinating. However, I don't really like watching scary films on my own. Number 8 or number 9? I'll do 8, 9 and 10 because I don't know what number I'm on. Sorry, this might be 11 things about Ruth. Number 8. On the flip side, I can't stand end of the world films. I also really like things about dictators and World War II and Hitler and things like that. Again, because I find it so fascinating. I suppose that sort of dictators and court leaders is sort of all together. I hate end of the world films. I don't want to know, especially to do with like asteroids and things that could really happen. So like zombie end of the world, which whether you believe it could happen or not, I know there are arguments for it, but it's a stretch. But like asteroid end of the world could happen, and it's because I remember being a little girl, I don't know how old I was, being a little girl and sort of being in the presence of Armageddon. We were at my uncle's house, and my uncle, we live in Ilkeston and my uncle lived in Sawley where Kim lives, so it's probably like 20 minutes away. And so we weren't nipping around all the while. It was like probably twice a month we'd go or whatever. And I always used to go with my Auntie Kerry, who does literally live around the corner and always has. And so I remember they haven't got children, and they had a 2-bedroom bungalow. So the spare room was like a library, come music room, come memorabilia, and I think they probably had a computer in there as well. And my uncle is a big kid. He loves all things Doctor Who and space, and he likes encyclopedias and books and films, and he loves the 60s and 70s and retro things. So this room was like a treasure trove for kids. And I remember toddling in, and I think I'd got a book on the anatomy, and it was like a pop-up book, so you open the book and the face came out or whatever. And I think I'd gone in to ask a question about something, probably something rude knowing me. I think like 12-year-old Ruth was fascinated with bits and bobs as well and how it worked. But I remember going in and being in the presence of Armageddon, and my Uncle Mark, who's Auntie Kerry's partner, told me that that could really happen, and that's probably how the world's going to end, and it will be in my lifetime. And that has just terrified me. I don't want to read about it, I don't want to know about it. If it really is going to happen, please don't tell me. It terrifies me. I absolutely hate it. And I think that was like the defining moment that Ruth doesn't like end of the world films. Yes, so what was I on? Number 9? Probably really gone wrong here. Number 9. I did think of something to say. Number 9. Looking around to see what I can think of. This is what I should have planned. Number 9. Number 9, another thing that terrifies me is making appointments. Dentists, hairdressers, doctors, anything. I absolutely hate it. I literally had the flu, not last year, the year before, at the end of 2017. Literally had the flu. I was so poorly, I probably I had an ear infection, I think I had a water infection. I was so poorly. I probably needed to, if not be under the doctor, at least be in the hospital on fluids, and I just waited it out. So I probably wasn't that poorly, but I was really ill. It wasn't a cold, it was the actual flu, and I just waited it out, 'cause like I can hardly see. I don't want to go to the opticians. I have a broken tooth. I don't want to go to the dentist. Like, it gives me the dickiest tummy in the world, and I hate it. And that's why I've never had a manicure, I've never had a pedicure, I've never had a massage, I think I've been to the beautician twice. Once for a facial that someone got me as a present, and I left it till literally the last day that you could go. It was like a Groupon thing. And once to go and have my eyebrows done because it was sprung upon me, and I hate it. I just hate making appointments, ringing people up, and again being the centre of attention and everyone looking at me or prodding me and poking me. I hate it. And I'll do one more because I don't know what number I'm on, and this is all a bit chaotic. Oh, I know, this one I did write down. I am about to turn 28, and I have moved and lived in a total, this house I live in now is number 14. So that means on average I've moved every 2 years. So understandably I never want to leave this house, which is why I love my home so much. I've lived in 4 houses with Kirk, well 3, and then we lived in his mum, so 4, and then the rest with family, well like my mum. I've lived in 14 houses, which to some is loads, and to some, I'm sure some people can beat me, but just crazy. Yeah, so I'm really good at packing, I'm really good at decorating, and I'm really good at not being attached to buildings. So like the idea of someone being like, oh, I can't leave my house, I'm like, yeah, it'll be fine, there's a new one coming. Yeah, so those are my 10 yarny things, possibly 11, possibly 9, because I did lose count, and there was a massive gap in the middle, and I was thinking I'll just edit this out. I'm not gonna, because it's 22 minutes and it will take me about 40 minutes to edit out the 30 seconds of me going, ooh. So I've spoken. Another thing I don't like is the grammar police. I think they're really rude and unnecessary. I can tell you a lot of things that I don't like. It's funny that. Yeah, so I'm going to go. I've spoke really fast and I've just eaten, so it's made me feel a bit ooh. Hector's running around with a squeaky toy, so I think it's time to feed Hugo, because he will no doubt be wound up at the top of the stairs thinking, where's my food? So thank you all for watching. I hope you are having a lovely week. I'm trying to think what day it is then. The weekend's not near. I break up a week today. I'm excited. Sorry the vlogs have been non-daily. Just not a lot happened, and then Sunday when a lot did happen, it was too much. I got people over for dinner and we went on a massive walk and we were out and about with the dogs, and it was just unvloggable. I will try harder from now on, but I'm thinking like January vlogs are going to leak into February and sort of just be Ruth a bit more regular. Sounds like an all-brand advert. I'm gonna go. Thank you all for watching me, and I will see you all very soon. Don't know how to end a video anymore. Bye!